Just mix it well, okay? Whenever my husband is angry at me, I just make this fried rice for him and he forgets that I use his credit card to shop on Amazon. Hello Ghana for Michiachiamo. Today I'm making Ghana fried rice. Authentic Ghana fried rice and chicken. Let's jump right into the recipe. Since the rice is going to take way more time, I'll start with the rice. So this is 800 grams of basmati rice. This is 2 tablespoons of vegetable oil. And this is 1 teaspoon of salt. I'm going to show you one trick. So I have this glass here and I'm going to measure how many glasses of rice I have. This is 1 glass. Almost 2 glasses. So I'll wash this rice. Before I show you what I actually want to do is a trick. I just want to get rid of the starch. That's why I'm washing the rice. Wash it gently, okay? Else you end up crushing the rice. I learned this from an Indian chef I had here in my kitchen, Sabi. He taught me this. So I wash my rice 3 times. So yeah, I'm done washing my rice. When I measured the rice, I had almost 2 glasses. I'm going to pour 2 1/4 glasses of water into the rice. This is the trick. If you are boiling 1 glass of rice, add 1 1/2 glasses of water to it. And now I'll add my salt and my oil. I'm adding oil because I want the rice to separate. After it's done cooking. Now I will stir it gently and take it for a boil. Guys, I'll boil this on high heat for about 5 minutes until it starts to boil. And then I'll reduce the heat to low to medium. Once it boils like this, you know it's time to turn your heat to low. I'm covering it with this baking sheet because I don't want to mix it. At the same time, I don't want the top not to be cooked but the down to be cooked. So we continue. I'm boiling the rice for 15 minutes on low heat, remember. Plus or minus 15 minutes. I want to marinate the chicken. Usually I'll marinate the chicken for at least 5 hours. But since I'm filming this today and I don't have so much time, I'm going to marinate it, keep it in the fridge while I do other stuff. So it's going to be like 20 minutes. Over here I have 500 grams of chicken breast, 1 tablespoon of extra virgin olive oil, 1 teaspoon of salt, half teaspoon of black pepper, 1/4 teaspoon of oregano, 1 garlic clove, and 2 grams of ginger. Because it's chicken, I'm going to use this on my chopping board and I'll cut this chicken into smaller pieces. You can use any part of chicken, but I prefer boneless, skinless chicken breast. A little bit bigger than my thumb. So I'm done chopping and I'm going to transfer it into my bowl here. And now I'll add my black pepper, my oregano, salt, the oil. I'm adding oil because it helps the ingredients to mix with each other well and to really get into the chicken. So now I'll grate my garlic clove into the chicken and then my ginger. I've never met a Ghanaian who doesn't like ginger. If you have ever seen a Ghanaian who doesn't like ginger, please leave his or her name in the comment section. I would really love to meet that person and say hello. So now I'll just mix everything. These ingredients, they have to know each other. They have to get very acquainted. Yes, can you see? All good. So I'm covering it with this. Guys, remember that before I even touched this, the whole thing, I washed my hands. You don't want to mess around with raw chicken. It's all good. I'm keeping it in the fridge. Our rice is cooked. Let's see. Oh my god. I'm not going to take it out with a spoon. I'm going to use a fork. That way it doesn't break the rice at all. The goal is not to break the rice. I'm going to pour the rice onto my baking tray here. I'm doing this only because I don't have enough time to get my rice to cool down. That's why I'm pouring it on my baking tray. If you have enough time, you don't have to do this. You can just keep your rice in the bowl until it cools down. And I'm letting it cool down because I want it to remove one. I don't really know the right English word for it. In Tree we say, me per se eyiyim. I want it to separate, like this, separate one. This is my second baking tray. Guys, see, kanzo, Ghanaians call this kanzo, the bent part. If we make jollof rice, we don't throw the kanzo away, we actually eat it, guys. Kanzo, jollof rice kanzo is so nice. Don't judge me, don't think I eat too much. This rice is for the whole week. I'm actually doing week prep. I don't have time to be cooking every day within the week. So I'm setting this aside and I'll continue. So guys, we continue. For the vegetables, we'll be using 2 carrots, some chives, a small piece of ginger, 3 garlic cloves, onion, and 1 green bell pepper. So I'll chop the vegetables. First, I'll dice the carrot. As you can see, this pieces is okay. So I will set this aside. Now I'll continue with my green bell pepper. Guys, now I'm chopping my chives. So I will set this also aside. Now I chop my onion. So these vegetables I'm using is for only 400 grams of rice. My pot is too small to be able to mix everything all together. So I'll do it one at a time. If you have big pots, then you should double the vegetables I'm using. In that case, instead of using only 1 onion, you use 2 onions. And instead of using just 2 carrots, you use 4 carrots. You know, double of everything. Now I'll grate my garlic cloves and my ginger. Now the vegetables are also prepped. Guys, so for the final step, I'm using 4 tablespoons of vegetable oil, 2 teaspoons of salt, 3 Maggi cubes, soy sauce to taste, 2 eggs, and 1 tablespoon of sesame oil. Guys, so now everything is prepped. We move on to the real deal. So I'm going to start with the chicken. In a heated pan, I'll pour some oil and then I'll add my chicken. I will let it cook for about 7 minutes or until it's cooked through on medium heat. Halfway through, I will turn the chicken. So you know your chicken is cooked through if you are able to break a big piece. So I'll turn it off and continue with the next step. In a separate heated pan, I will add some oil and fry some eggs. I will scramble the eggs and set it aside. In the same pan, I will add some oil, some ginger, some garlic, and 1 Maggi cube. I'm just crushing it inside. Because carrot is the hardest, I'm adding it first. I'll stir this for about a minute. Now I'll add my chopped onions. Guys, remember, these vegetables are for only 400 grams of rice. Because like I told you, my pot is too small to mix all the 800 grams of rice at the same time. Now I'll add my green bell pepper. The chives will be the last thing I'll add. Once I add the chives, then I know my fried rice is ready. I'm cooking everything on medium heat. I'll stir fry this for about 5 minutes. Now the vegetables are also ready. We don't want to overcook it. We don't want it to be mushy. So this is just about right. I'm going to set it aside. I'll keep my heat on low and add some oil to the pan. Now I'll add the rest of my ginger, garlic, and my Maggi cubes. Now I'll add my rice. This time I'm going to keep my heat on high and give this a very good stir to mix everything. Here I have sesame oil and I'm going to add it. It's completely optional. You can choose to skip it. Now I'll add my soy sauce. This add to your taste, okay? If the color is just about right for you, then you stop adding. I'll add a little bit more. Guys, like I told you, this step is on high heat. You want to give the rice a very good mix before you add the rest of the ingredients. At this point, I'm going to add my salt. And now, I'll add my scrambled eggs. Now, I can reduce my heat to low. And then my chicken. The last thing to add is the vegetables. Now we add the chives. Do you now understand why I didn't cook all the 800 grams of rice at once? I didn't mix it all at once. Just mix it well, okay? Guys, my fried rice is ready. Let's eat this and see how it tastes. Here smells so good. So I'm very positive that the taste is also going to be so amazing. Guys, wow. Wow! It smells so good and it tastes so amazing. You really have to try this at home, guys. And that being said, I'll definitely see you in the next video. Bye!